One of the models that we have is what we call a market development strategy or market adoption strategy, a checklist of things that companies need to take the time to think about. And this is not an easy thing to do when you're busy building your product or tinkering with your product to get it just right, and maybe you're selling to anyone who's willing to buy. The mad scramble of the day-to-day operational stuff can get in the way of doing things in a more disciplined way, which ultimately would be more efficient and more effective. So the first three items on here, the target market, the compelling reason to buy, and the whole product, pertain to core strategic issues that need to get addressed. And you need to make the time to get these three things right. The bottom six are operational issues that naturally fall out of those core three strategic issues, but need to be thought through and need to align with those top three. So you've got the target customer, in this case we call it the key sponsor. This is essentially who is the person who's going to engage or buy. So if I'm buying a Nest thermostat for my home, my wife probably does more than half of the buying that we do in the house, but I'm probably the one who's going to be responsible for figuring out what we're going to do with thermostats. So I'm a key sponsor. Key motive, self-evident, and whole product, we're going to go a little bit more deeply into that area because it's an important one. Everything down from there, from partners and allies to be able to fill in any holes or gaps that you have in the solution to be able to fulfill a sharply defined need is very important. Sales, pricing, understanding competition, getting your positioning, your messaging right, and then thinking about the issue of if I have success with what I'm doing, where do I take this next?